Hey everybody, this is Anjanette from AJ's Personal Touch. How you doing? I hope you are all doing great today. It is Wednesday, the 19th. It's about 6:30-ish here Eastern time right now. Planned to be on here hours ago, but I had pool therapy today. I came home with my knee hurting again and ended up falling asleep and didn't mean to. Got lots to do. This was one of the things, and I did not want to leave out getting a taping done today for you guys. So after this, I'm going to try my hand at making some keychains to add into my stitch marker shop. So crossing my fingers that I got everything I need for it. I'm excited about that. I hope you guys will be too. Welcome back to my subscribers and welcome into anybody new. Um, Just so you guys know, my main reason behind opening the stitch marker shop and that, I mean, besides the fact that I had so many people tell me how much they love them and thought that I should open a shop for them, is, you know, as most of you know, I am disabled and I cannot get disability. And yes, we've tried everything. For somebody who's helpful, wants to try and help me and tell me, what I should do, we've tried everything. And I mean everything. So it's my way of trying to help give back in the family. So we have certain things, big projects, like a bathroom that needs to be redone and things, and I need to try and help them. So this is my way of doing that. So I know it's really hard right now on some of you. Some people I've had feedback don't like the process and where they pick everything out, and you have to message me so that I can weigh everything and get um, add text to everything and then add postage. I understand that it would be better if I had something where you can just press a button and go to the cart and check out. Unfortunately, I don't have a website yet. I am going to be working on that. I have not been able to figure out how to do that on my own. I have a friend who's supposed to help me, but I have to find out what website I want to use first. So yeah, that's in the works, but I didn't want to wait until I got all of that done to bring the stitch markers to you guys. So that's why I have it set up the way that it is. So if you just wouldn't mind taking the couple extra steps right now, go and look if you're, looking to shop for stitch markers. If you're not, then you're not. Um, like I said, I'm going to try to add some keychains on there because I have some people who have asked me if I can make keychains. And I already had some of the stuff for it, and I went yesterday to get some more. So I'm excited to try and do that. And if you ever have any suggestions or would like me to try to make something else for you besides a stitch marker, just ask. And if I don't know how to make it, I'll look into how to make it. And I've done some jewelry stuff in my past. So, if you want, or if you ever want two of the same thing, if I have two charms, I can do that. Like right now, most of the Halloween, and I still have Halloween that I haven't made. So, if you guys are interested and you went and you looked and you don't see something you want, and you want, like, oh, I want a ghost or I like that ghost and it's sold, just let me know because I have two of all of the colored enamel things. As far as Halloween goes. And I think there's only one thing that I sold both of, and I can't remember what that is right now. But if you ask, I can look. And if I have it, I can make something for you. And it would just be the same price as what you see already. So, with that little bit out of the way, I wanted to explain it a little bit more and let you guys know why I've opened it the way that I have. And plus, we wanted to make sure that there was interest and not really move on to something bigger that I may have to, pay some fees into right now that we can't afford until we know that there's interest and a reason to actually be paying them. Because, like on Etsy, you have to pay to actually post your items. And I know it's like 20 cents per posting, and a lot of people would say, well, that's not a lot. But when you have quite a few stitch markers to put up there, and you don't want to just saturate the post by putting them all in, a post, it gets to be quite expensive. So yeah, I mean, I have been looking into things and, what they cost and all of that. So I'm trying to find the best to bring to you guys and to make it easier. So until then, this is what I have. Once I get some more stuff made, I will try to post pictures also in Instagram. I know I said that before and I haven't done it yet. Um, but one of the reasons is because I want to get some more stuff made and then I will start doing that. And I don't want a lot of, if you see it, somebody sees it on Instagram first and asks for it, and then somebody happens to see it at the same time and asks for it on my page. I'm trying not to have a lot of cross stuff going on. So I may actually show some, well, I'll show pictures of like the charms that I have a lot of on Instagram. I may not show everything I have, but again, I haven't decided on it. And if you just stop in and you like what you see, but you don't feel like buying, send me a little message and let me know. I appreciate all the feedback. If you have something that you think could improve what I have up there, let me know. Again, I appreciate feedback. And with that, let's get on to why we are here. We are here for a flip through of Crochet World. And there is something else I want to talk about. I will talk about it at the end. So we can get to this. Yay! I seem to be behind on everybody else is like getting their magazines, and I don't get mine for weeks later. I'm still waiting for my crochet for this time of year, and I haven't gotten it either yet. So this is the December 2022 of Crochet World. I know that winter of the crochet magazine is out, and again, as I said, I haven't gotten it yet. So as soon as I do, I will be on here to show you the flip through because I am excited and cannot wait to see it. So this is my favorite though, because this one shows more than just apparel. This one shows things for the house and everything. So let's get started with Crochet World, December 2022. It's handmade holiday, beautiful quick to stitch projects, festive thread pieces, and 18 jolly and bright Christmas designs. Here again is the cover. Try to get it so it's not getting a glare from the lamp. I like that little acorn up there. Can you see it? It's kind of cute. I like the doily too a lot. So, past the ads, which some of them are my favorite things. I was at Joann's yesterday, and just to let any of you know who are going to look for charms or something, they don't have the Christmas ones in yet, which is kind of sad for me because people asking for some specific things that I don't have in the ones that I already purchased, and I was like, come on. They have some beads they keep all year round, I guess, with some Christmas themes, but otherwise they don't have the regular Christmas in yet. Here is the very scrappy lapgan. I like that. It is on my list, my bucket list, I guess to say, my bucket crochet list to make a scrappy afghan. I have a feeling after I make one, I'm going to be wanting to make more of them. Oh, this is look at this pillow, black tie penguin pillow. That is so cute. And that would be perfect for my daughter. Black and white. As we all know, black is her favorite color. And she used to really love penguins when she was little. She's a lover of all animals, so I'm sure she still does. And here's the doily from the cover. It's called the Holiday Lace Doily. It's designed by Agnes Russell. I didn't say, I don't always tell you who designs everything. The black tie penguin pillow was designed by the Fat Lady Crochet. And the very scrappy lapgan is by Catherine Eng, E-N-G. Here is the doily, a little bit of a better picture. we go. Oh, here is a ginger bear. Look at that ginger bear by Kristen Cotton. Oh, look at that. Isn't he cute? I have a feeling that Christmas bear might be in my future of makes. It's just without any little ones. I'm not sure who to make it for. Oh, it is so cute. Perfect the invisible single crochet decrease used in mini amigurumi patterns while creating a sweet gingerbread treat this holiday season. Regular gingerbread, this cute little bear is fun to make, but unlike regular gingerbread, he can be enjoyed for many years to come. The only thing I don't have is brown yarn. Oh, I'll have to. Oh, wait a minute. I think I may have gotten some millins that were brown. Ha ha ha! Yay! And let me see. Yes, this is made with Red Heart Super Saver medium worsted weight, and that's what my millins were, was worsted weight. So that is awesome. I have a feeling this is going to be a whole magazine full of cuteness. These are Scrappy Puppet Pair, and they're designed by Agnes Russell. Look at those. Aren't they cute? I wish I had some littles to crochet for. My goddaughter has 3 children, but I never get to see them. So you see, Hot Chocolate Snowman, designed by Bendy Carter. Looks like the only thing really crocheted, I guess, the scarf and the hat. Isn't that kind of cute? The face looks like the eyes, the nose, and the circles on the mouth might be crocheted, but these are jars. And in the jars are different things. I have a feeling it's the ingredients, maybe, for whatever you want to put in there. It says, this delightful little snowman will hold a tasty treat for you or a loved one. So, like, all 3 of these have marshmallows in the bottom. It looks like the middle one has sugar, and maybe the top one has flour. I don't know. I would think that if I made that I would want to, like, put ingredients for, although those are all white ingredients, so that works well for a snowman. I guess I wasn't thinking about that. But I was thinking of, like, chocolate with marshmallows, or, I don't know, something like that. There's something in each one, or maybe some kind of a cookie or something that you make with marshmallows. Which I can't do any of that now. I have been on a very low carb diet. For those of you who do not know, I think I came on here and talked about it, but in case I haven't, I'm on a very low carb diet right now. It looks like I've lost a little. I have, so I'm very excited about it. Winter Set Tic Tac Toe, designed by Deborah Ark. That's really cute. That would be something that would be nice to make and then, like, have it in the car, so when you're on a trip or something, kids don't get bored, even adults for that matter. But of course, you can't play it with the driver because. Ooh, 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 ooh. I like these. Something else I'm going to have to try. Little Bit is trying to come over here, I think, and join in the fun. Just knock some of Mama's stuff over. These are the Simply Scrappy Tunisian slippers. Look at those. Aren't those cute? These are done in red, white, and blue. Not the colors I would choose, but, whatever I have scraps of. I like those. Those look very comfy and easy to make, which is a great combination. Maybe looking into making those. My mom likes to give slippers to everybody, so I'm thinking making her a pair of slippers would be a good thing. And that, I didn't say that, is by Lori Ann Sand. Here we have the Happy Blooms Blanket, which is by Susan Coleman. I like to make the blankets with all the squares. I have a couple of those started for this year. I need to get back to working on them. They're not all going to be done by Christmas, but I'm hoping to have at least my daughter's done. And this magazine looks different than normal. They have the patterns, and then, if they need to finish the pattern, they're all in the back of the magazine. This one has them throughout the magazine, which actually is kind of nice. It's almost like, okay, there's room here, so we're going to put it here instead of all of it in the back. Um, there's an article called In the World of Crochet Portraiture by Will Chatlaw. And it's written by Randy Cavalier. Oh, that's kind of cool. All of these pictures here must be portraits by him. Look, down here is a random portrait. You can see it. And over here is a Marilyn Monroe portrait. I'm guessing they're done in tapestry. Those are beautiful. And this is his mother right up here. Beautiful. And would take a lot of time. Work up here with the eye. Gorgeous, simply gorgeous. That would be something that I would start and it would take me forever to get done. Vintage Ornaments Afghan, designed by Kristen Stolzfus Clay. That one's kind of cute. All those happy ornaments all over it. Merry and bright. This is a picture just of the one ornament right there in the background. I like that. I like that a lot. I would have a hard time picking my favorite out of this one. Remember, I do like to hear which pattern you like the most in the comments below. So please, we're done here. This is No Place Like Gnome. So it's a No Place Like Gnome basket designed by Deb Pincombe, maybe? Look at that. That is cute. Here's the side of it over here so you can see how that looks. For my dad a basket, but I can have time before Christmas, I don't think. So maybe for Father's Day. Christmas acorn ornaments. That's where these acorns come in. They're ornaments. Those are cute. Again, might be on my list of makes for this Christmas. We always like to give ornaments. It's a tradition in our house that every year, one of those wouldn't work, I guess, unless I embroidered on the back. But every year I give my husband an ornament, and I've been doing this from the first year that we started dating. And so, like our first, second, third. This is our, let me see if I can count correctly. Been married for 26 years? The 31st. I wasn't going to that yet, but we've been married 26 years, right? 27? I thought that was next. I thought that was next June. Oh, no, I am off. We were married in 1995, so yeah, 27 years. And this is our 31st year together. So, like, when we got married, everybody wanted to give us, our first Christmas together, which was nice. We got some, as gifts. But in actuality, it was I want to say that one was our fourth Christmas together. Because we would have had the one in 92, 93, 94. Yeah, our fourth Christmas together. Peppermint Twist Trivets, designed by Kenneth Cormier. And that was the year that I made my first homemade ornament that I gave him. But I always put on it our whatever year it is, Christmas, and then the year. And then for my daughter, I always give her an ornament every year because my mom started that when we were little, giving us ornaments. Holiday Home Cozy and Placemat. And this is designs by Cherie Bernat of Crochet Moncherie. Oops, I want to see the placemat, not the words. That's kind of a cool placemat. I want to make a placemat for my daughter, and I thought I knew which one I wanted to do, but there are so many of them. I could always make different ones, and she could put them away and put new ones out later. This is the Nordic Table Runner, and it's designed by Spring into Fall Designs. And there it is. And here it shows the graph. Just not truly the directions, it's just the graph. Holiday Delight Lapcan, and this is designed by Mary Chisholm. There is that one. I like that one too. Oh, it's got, look here at those lines. They look like little chucks to you guys maybe, but they look like maybe it's supposed to be just a little design, but from far away, it almost looks like they're little bears. That's what I thought they were at first, was little bears. But then when I look closer, it's like, oh, it's just a design, but it's kind of cool. You know, kind of like look at the stars and what color do you see? Now this I would love to have time to make. There is no way if I started it today, I would have time to have it done before Christmas. This would be something for years to come. Country Christmas Tree Skirt. The design is by Joyce Geisler. It is on the scale of 1 to 6. It's considered a 3 easy. I don't know if it's that easy, maybe. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? You have a different scene all around. You have house with the trees here and one of the reindeer on top. And here you have the snowman and the tree and the reindeer. You have a reindeer at the top of all of them, except for here you have Santa and his sleigh, which is over a tree, and some reindeers who are resting and eating next to the tree. And here you got 3 bigger trees and a reindeer, and you have a barn here with fences and the reindeer. And here you have like another house and a tree. I just love that. That is so gorgeous. And actually, this one might be a church and not a house. Isn't that gorgeous? That is something that if my grandma was still here, I've been thinking about my grandma a lot. She passed about 8 years ago. I was going to say 8, but I was like, am I right? 9 years ago. That's right. Somebody else passed 8 years ago. My grandma passed a year before, so 9 years ago. That is something, if she was still with us, I would love to make for her. So gorgeous. And so is this. This would be cool for those of us who don't really put trees up right now. We're afraid our cats would be climbing in it. That is the Granny Square Tree, designed by Joyce Kiesler. Another one by her. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I really like that. I don't think I've ever seen a crocheted like tree that you could, that size. I've seen them smaller, but not like that size. Okay, this is the Resplendent Squares Part 6. For those of you who have been watching with Crochet World for this like whole year, they have an Afghan or throw it's called the Resplendent Squares. And each month they give you 2 squares. And this month we get square 11 and square 12, which I believe are the last 2 squares of the whole thing. And there are the 2 squares. And this is designed by Gemma R. Owen. And then here is a picture kind of the whole. I know it's not the whole entire blanket. They might have a picture of the whole blanket in here. I'm not sure. I have a placement diagram in here. But no, not the whole. And that is the last one in here. But I want to show you this because this is something I want to make. I want to make one for my daughter for her cats next year. But I also want to make this for Meow Mission. And this will lead us right into the discussion that I want to do here at the end. But I have not shown you the very last page like I always do. Here, which has everything on it that we just looked at. So remember, in the comments below, let me know what you like the best and what you think you would want to make for somebody for Christmas this year. So, or whatever you celebrate, because I know not everybody celebrates Christmas. If you want to make it as a Kwanzaa gift, if you'd want to make it as, my brain is not working. I see it in my head. Yes, Hanukkah gift. Thank you, hon. But back to this cat couch. I have the patterns for this one. There's another one that is in couch form, and then there's one that's like in a round couch, or some call it a couch, some call it a bed, depending on the pattern that you look at. And these are made with foam blocks in them, and they are kitty size, as you see. I kept thinking, oh, the pillows would be really hard to make because I kept thinking they were tiny, because every time you see the picture of this, it's usually really small on here. But I want to make one of these for them to be able to auction off at the Meow Mission big event next year. That, for those of you who are watching, you saw that I made toys for. That was one of my last videos. Well, come to find out, I got a big thank you telling me that everything, sold really well. And then I also found out that I am the only person that they have crocheting for them right now. And I knew they had other crocheters in the past, so I figured they'd have more than what I got done. So then I felt kind of bad because I didn't get a lot done, but I did what I could. And it was what I did, and my friend Kathy had sent some, and I appreciate it so much, Kathy. Well, now she said, is there any way that you can make something for an event coming up? There's a bazaar on December 6th, I think it is. I know it's right at the beginning. And I was like, I can't afford it. I really don't have time. But like my husband said, take a day out of the week, maybe my work a whip Fridays, and make some, which I was talking about doing next year to try and, get enough of them made for their event in October, which she said they're probably going to move up to September next year. And so I said, please give me a schedule for the whole year so I can try and figure out how to get some makes done. So I have some for you, and, not just a few. And I think she said they have something in April, then they would have that in September, and then probably the bazaar again next December. So for those of you who like to make things to donate, and especially for those of you who like to make amigurumi type stuff, because most of the toys, are shaped and stuff like amigurumi and stuffed. If any of you would be willing to donate, and if any of you have time to make anything for this one December 5th or 6th, I would greatly appreciate it. If you don't, you don't. But if you would love to help out, I would so appreciate it. If you have scraps, if you have whatever laying around, it doesn't have to be cotton. I make most of my stuff when it comes to like amigurumi and that out of cotton because it's more durable. But like Kathy, when she made the balls, she made those out of acrylic, which was fine. Perfect. I know one of the patterns that we have for a bouncy ball hanger for the door, I think is made out of wool, one of Lion Brand's wool yarns. I can't remember which one she told me it was. But anyway, I do have patterns. So if you are interested, I am allowed to send you out the patterns that she sent me, um, which if you happen to watch the video, some of the patterns they sent me was the easy mouse that I showed you that I ended up doing with linked crochet instead of how they had it, which was really easy to do. If you go and watch a video on how to learn linked crochet, it was really easy to change it and use linked instead of the regular half doubles. Um, and then also the really cute mouse that looked like a little amigurumi mouse with the ears and the body that changed colors. It had a nose and then a long face and then the different colored body. Actually, I started one last night for our cat because I promised her I would make her one when it was over with. So this is what I have so far. I got to do the ears to and the tail to get it finished. So this one is in the patterns that he sent me. Um, there's a pattern for sausage links where they're just the links and they are linked together like in a long row, and I think they kind of loop. And then there's one for a thing that was called the pretzel, and that loops around and stuff too, which I haven't tried making either of those yet. Um, those are patterns that I have. Oh, and there's a pattern for a hedgehog, which you use the long loop crochet in it, and I haven't tried to do that one yet. Those are patterns that I can send to you that were sent to me from Meow Machine. Now, I also have some other patterns that I got for free online. I think a couple of them from Lion Brand, and those I can send you because I got them for free. I didn't pay for them. So, especially like the ones from Lion Brand, or you can go and look there. Or I can give you the names of what I have and you can find the free ones yourself. But cat butt coasters are in there. She just said toys right now are fine. We didn't need to try to do coasters for December. I have sardines in a can. I think that may have come from Lion Brand. The round mouse that I made with the tail that had the that I put my bells on, that is from there. It shows it with the bigger bell. All I have is those little ones right now. I have not been able to get any of the larger ones yet. I can't afford them right now, and I want to get some inserts to put in them so you can ring them, and I can't afford those right now. But as soon as I can, I will get some, and I'll start adding them to the toys. Um, what else do I have? Sardines. Oh, a goldfish that looks, kind of like a small goldfish, like the cracker goldfish. And I think it has a string on it. And then I have the door hanger one that I was talking about with the ball on the end. That is one of the patterns that I found. So again, they were all free, so it's okay to send to you. If I paid for them, of course, I couldn't send them to you. Um, and I think that is it. So if anybody is interested at all, please message me. You can put it in the comments below and we can try and, figure out how to get together from, chatting down below in the comments. Or you can just send me an email to ajspersonaltouch@gmail.com. I have almost finished going through and getting off all of the websites. Um, I need to take time and actually finish doing that. But if I don't answer you back right away, then send me another one. I do look every day at my email to try and see if I've gotten any personal stuff sent to me. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. If you guys have time, that is great. And if you don't have time for this December, but you want to help out in the future, if you just want to make some and send them to me whenever you have a chance, since I plan on making for them every year now, um, then that would be great. I would have, there's, like I said, 3 times a year, spring, a fall and winter, that they have big events. So it would be perfect. And I would appreciate it so much. I do know I have the other organization that I will start maybe talking about getting donations for again. I'm still trying to decide whether or not to, because most of the stuff, they have a wish list on Amazon and people are buying stuff off of the wish lists. So I haven't really been approached by the new people to ask for donations again. So I do know who to work with. So we'll see. Right now, I want to get things set up for the meow mission and get that going. And those are easy little things. So, but if you do ever have larger items that you want to donate, um, those could easily be auctioned off and stuff for a PDF, which is the blessings page that I'm talking about. But also, they could be items that are given to Meow Mission because they do auction off items at their big event. So, and with Meow Mission, they're here in town. It's easy for me to send them the stuff that you send. And it's not a whole lot of giving you different addresses and stuff, just my own. So, with that, I'm going to get going. My husband made dinner. My stomach wasn't feeling good and I didn't feel like eating earlier, but now I do. So I'm going to make some dinner and then I'm going to get to working on some keychains. And I will get some done tonight. Last night I wanted to do that and I never got to it. So I will get to that tonight. And I will show you guys what I come up with. I'll put them in the shop for sure once they're done because I'm sure they're going to be okay. I mean, I know the general idea of how to make them, and I have watched a few tutorials on them as well because everybody makes them different. I've made them in the past. It's just been a long time. So with that, I'm going to go. Remember, you matter. Don't ever let anybody make you think that you don't. And if you're having a hard time and you just really need to vent and you really just need to talk to somebody, remember that I'm here. I'm a good listener. And I promise I won't say anything or give you any advice or anything unless you ask me. So, but I make a very, very great listener. As a massage therapist, I've listened to lots of people who used me as their regular therapist, but all I did was listen. So it feels a lot better to get it off your chest. Just know that I'm here for you. And I love each and every one of you. And you are gorgeous, and you are beautiful, and you're handsome. Whichever one you prefer. And please know that I mean it from the bottom of my heart that I truly love all of you. And I will talk to you later. I'm so excited. I've been on here so much more lately and feeling better. So that makes me feel fantastic because I have missed all of you guys so much. And tomorrow, don't forget, be here tomorrow. I have the drawing for my subscriber appreciation for hitting 300. So, yay! I am so excited about that too. And find out who wins and find out what your favorite colors are and stuff, and to get a mystery box together for you. So, I always enjoy doing that. And of course, after the person gets their box, I always come on and show you what I put in it. So, um, anyway, I'll see you guys later. Love ya. Later.